Good afternoon. My name is Ashleigh Ball. I am currently a student at San Diego State University. This research is not funded, and with that being said, I am taking part in an interview project for one of my classes here at San Diego State University. I'm asking you to participate in a research study about how your sexual orientation can affect communication in workplace environments. I'm inviting you to join this research study because you are a woman or are part of the LGBTQ community. In this study, you will be asked to answer about 15 questions that will take around 15 to 30 minutes long. You might want to participate in the study because it could help change the way people treat others because of their sexual orientation in the workplace and could create a space for better and more comfortable communication. You might not want to participate in the study because it could make work more uncomfortable if it comes back around to your bosses that you are feeling this way before you are able to communicate that to them. If any of this makes you uncomfortable at any time, or if you simply do not want to participate at all, you are more than welcome to opt out or to let me know at any time that you do not want to be a part of this study at all. If you have any questions at all, you can contact myself, Ashleigh, at 916-850-5269. Do you understand all of this and are you okay with it to move forward with the interview?
Yes.
All right, here we go then. What do you identify as?
Female, she, her.
And are you comfortable in your work environment?
Yes, I am comfortable in my work environment. There are obviously moments where it can be uncomfortable, but overall, yes, I am comfortable.
What are reasons that make you uncomfortable?
Sometimes, well, I worked at a gym, so sometimes there's members that come in, that could make me uncomfortable by making comments, or honestly, sometimes old people don't have like much of a social cues going on, so they just might say things that most people wouldn't say to other people. But overall, I am comfortable in my work environment.
Do you like your job for the most part?
Yeah, I do. I enjoy going to work, so that is a major bonus.
How long have you been at your job for?
4 years. Yeah, it's been 4 years.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you feel as if you have had negative communication in the workplace because of your sexual orientation and what you identify as?
I personally don't think so. Can you phrase that again?
Yeah, like, do you think that you've had any negative communication between your bosses or your coworkers because you're a female worker?
Um, no, I not with my bosses or coworkers, but I have had encounters with members when because I would be like a shift manager, so I would sell memberships while I was on duty, and technically I'd be in charge at the time, and I've had members kind of discredit my ability because I don't know exactly why, but I feel like if it was maybe a male, they wouldn't be questioning the information that I was giving them. Sometimes they'd be like, oh, you don't, basically implying that I don't know what I'm talking about. But um, that's just my implication of it. I don't know for sure if that's why, but
Okay.
yeah.
Do you think if you were to be identified with a different sexual orientation that you would feel more comfortable and accepted in the workplace with the communication you have with your coworkers and your boss and the members of the gym?
Yeah, I do think that the men do have a bit of an advantage in the workplace that I work at. Um, if a member needs something or needs assistance, they do generally go to the men first. I think that it's just part of our society, unfortunately. But in terms of my bosses and coworkers, I don't think that it's much of an issue where I work.
Okay. Is your communication in this workplace better or worse than your last job, or is it similar?
this is the only job I've ever had, but in terms of comparison to maybe my internship, um, I do think there is better communication. My internship is with the football team in sports. So we have had a talk about like being a woman working in sports, that we have to act a certain way, dress a certain way, just because of certain certain things, I guess, that they want to protect us from. But I don't believe that makes like too much of a difference for me.
When they told you that you had to dress a certain way, did they also address the male workers as
They did, but I feel like they said that after, to make us feel like, oh, we're going to tell both sides that, but they were much more strict about what we could wear, for the women instead of the men. They basically were like, don't wear inappropriate clothes, but for us, they had like very specific things that we couldn't wear. So that did make us feel like a little bit more separated than them.
okay? And then have you gotten a raise or been promoted during your time with your company?
Yes, I have twice actually gotten a raise, but it did take the first 2 years of me working there. I didn't get a raise, and I started to get a little upset because I felt like I was a manager on duty at the time, and I was making the same amount that people that were just getting hired were making. So that was a little frustrating, but I was able to have open communication with my manager, and I did get a raise shortly after that.
Did you feel like you had to ask for the raise or that they gave it to you because you were well deserving of it?
The first time I felt like I had to bring it to the attention that I had been there for over 2 years and I was making the same amount as people that were just getting hired. But the second time, the more recent raise, I didn't bring up. I just got it from I guess doing well.
All right. Well, thank you for answering my questions, and I appreciate your participation. If you have any questions, like I said, you can contact me at 916-850-5269. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thanks.